Hello my friends, it's Chris here from the School of Embodiment, and today I wanted to talk about something which I haven't spoken about before and which I haven't even really thought about that much before, but it just came to me the other day to speak about it, and that is the link between Christianity and somatic healing practices. Now this is coming from somebody who doesn't consider themselves to be a Christian. Me, I don't consider myself to be a Christian. I was raised atheist, and probably about a decade ago I got into different spiritual practices, mainly coming into the body, feeling the body, coming deeply into the body. And in that coming into the body, I discovered this wonderful sense of presence, this wonderful sense of loving presence, this feeling of being held by love. Now, if I'd heard myself talking in this way 11 years ago, I'd have thought I'd gone completely crazy, because I didn't believe in religion, I had no belief in spirituality, I felt like I had no spiritual connection at all. I was an avid atheist. Anyway, I've spent years and years coming deeply into the body, using somatic practices to feel through and heal a lot of trauma that I went through in my early 20s. So I've spent hours and hours every day for the last 10 years feeling deeply into my body. And I found that when I feel into the fear, the trauma, the emotions within my body, what that's done is it's taken me out of identification with the thinking mind. And there's this quiet space of goodness here. There's this innocence which has come into my experience. And there's this sense of causeless joy, which I can feel right now. Right now I feel held by this presence. There's a quiet here. There's an emptiness here. There's a kind of a softening of the mind. Now, why did I decide to talk about the link between Christianity and somatic healing? Well, we've been putting out a lot of videos in our local area. We're in a town called Stroud, and somebody reached out to me the other day on Instagram and said, "Are you a Christian?" And I was like, "No, I'm not a Christian." And she said, "Because your videos remind me of Christianity. You have, I can't remember her exact words, but there's a presence within you which feels Christian, which reminds her of Christianity." And in recent months, actually, I've started connecting to Christianity, but not in a way where I've been reading about it. I've never read the Bible. I don't really know much about Christianity, but if I have heard certain people speaking about it, and even from a very Christian sort of way, it's sort of awakened this sense within me of something really lovely. Now, in making this video, I might lose a few subscribers. We might lose a few subscribers, and we might also get a few fundamentalist Christians or avid Christians telling me that I'm being blasphemous or I have Christianity completely wrong. But actually, I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of it. I don't have an understanding of it within my mind, but I have an understanding of it within my heart. I have a feeling of it within my heart. Now, if I imagine Jesus on the cross, I get a sense of what that means. Now, remember, when I'm talking, this isn't coming from an intellectual place, and I'm not telling you something that I've learnt, and I'm not telling you to believe anything. All I'm expressing is my own subjective experience. But when I think about the image of Jesus on the cross, there is a deep peace that can come over me. And that deep peace comes over me because I know the truth of what that image represents. The image of Jesus on the cross represents the surrender to our suffering, represents the fact that within our greatest struggles, we are forced to give up our mind, because it's the mind which fights against difficult experiences. And so when you are pushed to your absolute limits through trauma, through suffering, and Jesus, when he was pushed to his absolute limits through having his hands nailed to the cross, the only thing that he could do was completely surrender his ego, was to completely let go of his mind. And in completely let going of the mind, in completely surrendering our ego, this presence can shine. This light, the light that we are, can shine through, can come into the world. And we come into a deep, deep place of peace and inner joy. Now, another way of saying this is through our deepest struggles, God can enter us. We give our mind away to God. They're the same thing. Those who talk about presence coming into the body, becoming present, being in the body, and the mind coming down, and presence arising within our experience. That is the same thing as a Christian going to church and struggling with something, bowing their head and saying, God, please take this away from me. And then them feeling this presence coming in, scooping up their mind, and they would describe it as their mind being replaced by the presence of God. So, going back to my initial statement, which was what is the link between, or question, which was what is the link between Christianity and somatic healing? Well, for me, I was suffering a lot with intense trauma, with a completely out of control, crazy mind. And one way that I found freedom from this was whenever I was pulled into reactivity in the mind and suffering in the mind, I would bring all of my attention down into the body, and I would meet the contractions of trauma within the body. I would meet these energetic contractions of fear within the body. And if I placed my attention in my body like this, the mind would settle down and I would be free. And this sense of joy would arise within my experience. And so the first time I discovered this, I was like, holy fuck, after years and years of suffering, I have found a way to be free. All I have to do is feel my body, is bring attention down into my body, and then I'm not in the thinking, and then I am present and free. And so I was doing this again and again and again, every day for years, until gradually, without me even realizing it, this presence became effortless within my experience. And it started to feel like I was being loved almost by a presence outside of myself. Outside of myself as this body and this mind. And then I started resonating with the word God for no reason. I'd not read about God. I'd not had an interest in any religions. I just started to feel what we could call the presence of God. And so I can, where I used to look at Christians with their hands up like this saying, oh Jesus, Lord Jesus, come into me, take away my sins. And I used to laugh. Now I can see a Christian with their hands up like this, singing, praying, and I know that they're feeling the same presence that I started feeling through coming deeply into the body, through doing this somatic trauma healing work. In healing our trauma, if you truly take a really powerful journey of healing your trauma, there is no way that you cannot at the same time discover God. Now again, this may freak people out, the speaking about God, using that word, because we are so conditioned for it to mean, for it to be understood from a religious framework. People thinking it means a man in the sky that you have to bow down to, or something like that. But in my experience, there's a presence here which can love this body. There's a presence here which can take away the suffering in the mind. And in fact, we're all fighting against this presence. That's why I believe in Christianity, they say we're all sinners. And what they mean by that, we're all sinners, is we're all fighting against letting this presence into our life. We think we know better. We think we know how to control life. We're through trying to keep ourselves safe, we think we can control life. How ridiculous to think that we're in control of life. I'm looking out the window now and there's people walking past. I'm not in control of those people. There's flags blowing in the wind. I'm not in control of that. My business partner is, he's turned around. He was just about to walk in, but he's letting me finish this video. I'm not in control of that. We don't control life in that way. We don't even control the thoughts that move through our heads. We didn't choose the trauma that we've got. We're not going to choose when our heart stops beating. Yet we feel in our arrogance that we are in control of life. And it's that feeling of controlling life, that we can control life, which keeps us stuck in suffering and which keeps us from knowing the peace of being. Or in the Christian terminology, keeps us from knowing the peace of God. So what do we have to do? Well, if you want to know God, if you want to know Jesus, you got to feel your body. Because through feeling the body, we increase our sensitivity to presence. And through feeling our emotions and coming away from our mind, we increase our ability to perceive these qualities of being, these qualities of consciousness, which are not contained within the body and the mind. We find freedom within the struggle. So my journey, without me realizing it, has been the way of the cross, surrendering through the struggle, giving up the mind through necessity, because it was too much to keep the mind going. So anyone who gets into somatic healing, the suffering has gotten too much. You're looking for a way out. Really, you're looking to give up the mind. And the way that we give up the mind through somatic work, through somatic healing, is by coming deeply into the body. It's through meeting the pain. And you see, in time, through meeting the pain, this peace, the peace of God, the peace of your true nature, whatever you want to call it, will come into your experience. You will grow this connection to spirit. You will grow this connection to your true self, your deeper being. Much love. Thank you for listening.